Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of my latest purchase. This is the XA27000i At&t cellular trail camera from Moultrie. And if you've watched my videos before, you know I review a lot of these game cameras. This is my first purchase of a cellular game camera that I'm going to try. I bought this directly from Moultrie. I didn't buy it from a third-party retailer, but this camera sold it at several different retailers like Bass Pro Shop, Academy, Amazon, etc. And as I do with all my videos, I like to do an unboxing video and a demonstration just in case there's somebody else out there who's interested in the same item and wants to see how does it work, what does it look like when you get it in. I buy all of these items with my own money. I get nothing for doing the review. I just think it's kind of fun to look back over in my videos over the past and look at the items I've bought before. So I'm going to get this open and we will take a look at what you get. First, let me show you the box. Hopefully you're going to be able to see this. Okay. So these mobile cameras seem to be the new thing, and I'm not real sure how long I'm going to pay for it, but I thought it might be fun just to put it out and at least pay for the mobile feature during deer season and then cancel it after deer season. The idea of being able to get these cameras coming straight to your phone seems like a pretty nice incentive versus having to wait till you go out there and pull your trail camera. You've seen my videos before. I've bought in several other cameras. Most of the ones I've been buying here lately are kind of the cheap ones on Amazon, but I've had pretty good luck with Moultrie cameras before, and that's why I went with them. I've yet to find one of the cheap Chinese cameras on Amazon that will do the mobile feature. So let's take a look at what's in the box. First of all, standard mounting strap. And I don't usually use these. I use the arms that you screw into a tree, but just to show you what you get. Oops. Moultrie Mobile. Again, this is a 20 megapixel mobile camera. Bumper sticker for Moultrie. A 20 megapixel camera that can be worked mobile, but you do have to pay for that. And this is the At&t version. Free extended warranty. So that's everything that comes with it. Basically, couple documents. Let's take a look at the camera itself. I was talking about how I mount it to a tree. This is what I use, is these little threaded screws down here. This one only has it on the bottom. Some of the cameras also have it on the back. If you are going to use the strap, you would run it through the back of the camera here. Huh, interesting. So it's got the directions on the side here, and then here's where you put in the batteries. This camera does run on 12 AA batteries. And I think, if I remember reading right, I think that's supposed to last you about 3 months, which is kind of understandable. These mobile cameras probably use a lot of battery power. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. But this is going to be where you insert your SD card and then the buttons to do the setup. So anyway, that's a quick unboxing. There's not much else to show you on the camera. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some batteries in it and we'll go through some of the setup. Okay, so in the unboxing video, I told you I would go through some of the setup. What's really interesting with these mobile cameras, or at least in this one's case, there's not a whole lot of setup that you do on the camera. The camera itself, as you saw in the unboxing video, actually only has 3 buttons. It's got a power button to cut the camera on and off, it's got a connect status button, and it's got a button to format the SD card. All of your setup is actually done through Moultrie Mobile. You can do it either with the free mobile app, or you can actually do it on their website, and that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to log into moultriemobile.com. The only reason I'm doing it on the website is because it's a little bit easier for video purposes than to do it with my phone. But when you get on the phone, you're basically looking at the same thing. You're just looking at a mobile version. So you put your batteries in the camera. A couple of things I'll mention about that is it's kind of interesting. In the instruction booklet, the camera recommends an 8 gigabyte Class 10 SD card. It doesn't recommend anything bigger than that, although it can take up to a 32 gig card. And the reason I thought that was a little interesting, and that is what I put in my camera, is the Moultrie Mobile doesn't do videos. It only does images. So knowing that your videos are all going to have to get stored on the SD card, you would think you'd be able to, they would recommend a bigger card, but they actually only recommend 8 gigs. So we'll see how that works. The other thing is they recommend 8 Energizer lithium batteries, or the Moultrie batteries, and I put Duracells in mine, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm logged into Moultrie Mobile, and what's going to basically happen is when you put the camera out, there's a connect status button that if you hold down that button for 5 seconds, it'll send excuse me, it'll send a test image to your camera. And the only problem I had was that test image doesn't come immediately. When you look on the app, you can see if it's taken any pictures, and I'll show you that. I'm going to go to view cameras. And I do recommend, before you take the camera out into the field, Moultrie recommends the same thing, to at least get your camera connected to your Moultrie mobile account so that you can see the camera. What I didn't realize is once you connect it, you can actually go into the camera and do all your camera settings. If you go under view cameras, that's where you would get to your camera. If you had more than one camera, they would be listed here. And then this is also where you go to activate a device. Activation was easy. There's a serial number inside of your camera that you can either scan with a barcode scanner on your phone, or you can manually type it in if you're doing it on a computer. Technically, you really don't even need a cellular phone to use this camera, but you would have to have internet on a computer or a cell phone to be able to retrieve your pictures if you're wanting to use the mobile package. But I'm going to go down here. I can see, for example, that my battery life is at 100%, and see how it says SD card memory usage down here, 2. That means it's taken 2 pictures today, and that's what I saw when I did the test images. I could see that the camera had taken a test image, but it just took a while for it to get to my camera. So I was in there thinking, man, maybe this thing's not working. But just know there's a delay whenever you use the test image feature. If you click on camera settings, it'll basically bring up all of the configuration for your camera. And if you've never used a mobile camera, you're used to doing this on the screen on the camera. With a mobile camera, you actually do it on the computer. I'm not going to go through all this stuff. I'm just going to give you a quick glance of it. You can format your SD card, manage memory. If you click on any of these question marks, it'll kind of tell you. So it's like manage memory is basically to control your SD card settings. If it's on when the SD card's full, it will continue to capture images, but it erases your oldest one. When it's off, when the SD card is full, the camera will stop capturing new images. So that's what the managed memory is. Motion freeze, info strip, multi-shot, all of this stuff you can control any way you want to. And the nice thing is, if you put it out and you see that something's not good, when you start getting these mobile images, like me right now, I'm 3 hours away from where my game camera is. Whereas in the old days, you basically wouldn't realize anything was wrong until you set up your camera, went and checked the memory card months later, and found out your settings were wrong. Well, here you can go in at any point and change your settings. Same thing, like if I notice that my delay is off, I checked it this morning. I had down 30 seconds, and I was getting way too many pictures. Well, I just came into the Moultrie mobile site and changed the settings and saved it. Now my camera is updated. I didn't have to drive down to the farm to do it. So
It's a nice feature. The one thing I will say that I wished Moultrie had is you can see the detection delay options are immediate, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 or 30. I wish they had some ranges in between here. For me, I would ideally like to have it at about 3 minutes, but I have to either do 1 or have to do 5. So some other cameras give you like a per minute variation, whereas Moultrie doesn't. That's really my only complaint with the camera is I wish the detection delay had a few more options. But these are some of the different other options just to show you. Video length, how long do you want your video? Same thing. You can do 5 second, 10 second, 30 second. It'd be nice to have 20 seconds in there. But I'm gonna let you look at that real quick. That's really it. When you log into your site, oh, let me show one other thing. Oops. One of the things to mention under the camera settings is, where is it? Oh, it's down here at the very bottom. There's an option for mobile modem settings. And this is where you can actually choose how often do you want your pictures sent to you. So you can have it immediate. So the minute that camera takes a picture, within 5 minutes, you should get the pictures on your mobile app. You can do it twice a day, once a day, 4 times a day, or 8 times a day. The more that you're sending it to the Moultrie mobile server, the worse your battery life is going to be. So, but I can see where there would be a benefit to getting them immediately, especially if you happen to be out at the farm and you're trying to decide on, which stand to go sit at. But I did want to let you know that that can be controlled here, which might help with some of the battery life issues that you could be running into. But those are all the settings. You can always click on pictures up here. This is the default page that it loads you onto, and you can click on the picture. And if you want to go to the next one, you just sit there and cycle through them. And I gotta admit, it's great. At first when I paid for the first month, I was like, I don't know if I want to pay for this. And then, yeah, so here, request high image resolution. Do you want to request high level image? This will use extra data. The picture must still be on the SD card, and it will be downloaded the next check-in. So they'll send you these images. If I'm trying to figure out, is that a doe or is that a spike, and I want a higher resolution image, you can request it, and it'll send it to you in a higher resolution. If you want to download the picture, you can simply click download, and you can also do that in bulk. So I can go back through here and I can select all, or I can just select whatever images I want, and I can delete them, I can download them, I can rate them, request high resolution, whatever I want to do. What I was saying is I kind of dreaded paying the money for the mobile service, and once I got into the office the first day and saw that I had pictures, it was so worth it. I mean, it's great to be able to get on your computer and look and see what's been out your deer feeder, versus waiting. Like in my case, I used to wait 2 to 3 months at times before I could get out there and pull the memory card. So it was super easy to set up the camera. The mobile app is very easy to use. The website is very easy to use. So I don't have any issues with it, other than, like I say, I wish they had a few more time options as far as the delay of the motion detection and the video, the length of your video. But other than that, there's no complaints on my end. Anyway, let me know if you got some questions. I love talking to hunters. I love helping guys out, and I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching.